What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jason Dreams Realty. It's your favorite agent from the Locals Group, Jason Hanson, LPT Realty, here to give you a market update. I am the local expert here in the Daytona area, and I have the stats for April, the third week of every month. The statistics for the previous month come out, and here I am making a video so that you guys understand the numbers. I don't know what you're hearing on the news. For me, I hear all sorts of things like the market's crashing, housing prices are plummeting, homeowners can't sell their house, fill in the blank. So I just wanted you to know, to hear it straight from the statistics for the Daytona Beach Area Association of Realtors. I've got the stats pulled up right here in front of me. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it so that you can make the best informed decision on whether you should buy or sell your home this summer. So let's take a look. So first thing we notice right off the bat is the closed sales. In April, there was 380. This time last year there was 436, which is down 12.8%, which feels like, oh my gosh, there's this housing market correction or crash. But if we look down here, average sales price, we see 448,780 as opposed to this time last year, $450,058. That's a 0.3% decrease in property value. So property values are hanging really tight, pretty much flat over the last year. They have fluctuated every month. They go up and they go down, but year over year, they're pretty flat, pretty much the same as they were this time last year. There's a lot less volume happening. So, because of less closed sales, there's less volume moving through the transaction course. We've got, if we look at the median time to contract, 35 days. So from the time that you list your home till the time that you get an offer is 35 days. That is the median time, and that is up 337%. And you think, oh my gosh, how is that possible? Well, that's because this time last year was the height of the market, and the time from listing to contract was only 8 days, which is incredible. We've never seen things like that before. So we are down to 35 days, and the median time to sell is 72, which means those escrows, because lending is tightening up a little bit on what they are requiring and who they'll give money to. We're seeing a little bit, a little over 30 days there for an average escrow. And but by and large, these numbers are still, things are going still really fast. Now, this is the number that I think is interesting, is new pending sales. There's 482, which this time last year was 428. So we're up 12.6%. So in April, we are, a lot more homes went pending. There was 561 new listings, which is pretty close to identical with April 2022. Pending inventory, look at this number, 677 as opposed to last year, 649. So we have double the amount of listings as last year, but we are headed in a direction where there's more listings, there's more pending transactions and closed transactions than listings. Look at that, 561 properties came on the market. 677 of the properties that were already on the market went pending. Yes, some of those are going to fall through. Not every single one of those is going to equate to a closed transaction, but those are really solid numbers as far as what we're seeing in the market. The month supply, this time last year we had 1.1 months of inventory, as opposed to 2.8. So we are still in a seller's market. Anything below that 3-month mark is going to be a seller's market. We are still in a seller's market. So what does this mean? Well, let's go to closed sales. Let's look at this. Let's look at April 2022. We see closed sales 436. It goes down, it goes up in June, it goes down in July, up in August, down in September, but it's slowly, gradually, it's going like this. Up, down a little bit, up a little bit more, down. So it's bottoming out right here, right around, let's see, November, 255, then it goes up to 305, then 213, then 276, then it almost doubles in March, 427, and then in April, 380. And I suspect that we will see May's numbers with a lot of closed transactions as well. I know I certainly have had a few close this month, and we're gonna see, I think we're gonna continue to see that trend go up, 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 up. So what does that mean for you if you are looking to buy or sell your home? Well, let's talk about buyers real quick. If you're a buyer in this market, it is going to be super important. We are starting to see multiple offers on properties again. If you're looking in the Jacksonville area, I mean, you have to be ready. I know a lot of times when you reach out to an agent, they talk about getting pre-approved. Well, here's why. If you see a property that you like and you have to submit a bunch of documents to your lender, you have to find a lender, you have to find the right loan, and then get all your documents in order to get that pre-approval, well, that property might already have an offer on it and it might be gone. So it's important, buyers, it is really, really important that you get pre-approved. Look, it's good for a couple months. It's a soft pull on your credit. You don't have to get a hard pull. You can get that pre-approval without damaging your credit. It's important. Shop around. I have a great lender that I could connect you with, that I love doing business with, because they're solid and they do exactly what they say they're going to do. But shop around. Find yourself a lender. Get yourself a pre-qualification letter. Don't go looking at houses if you don't know what you're qualified for, because here's the thing, rates continue to creep up. They're going up and down, up and down. Well, what does that mean when rates go up? Well, that means your buying power goes down. So if you were approved, unless you're pulling in more income, your buying power is going to be less. So if you're looking at houses that are 400,000, 500,000, and you're only qualified for 420, that's going to eliminate a lot of houses. What I hate to see is when buyers they look at homes, they fall in love with the property, and it's perfect, and then they find out that they can't qualify for the loan. It is heartbreaking. So listen, get pre-qualified. Get with your agent, give me a call, get pre-qualified. You need to get pre-qualified before you start looking at a bunch of houses and wasting your time. You need to do that. The second thing is when you find a property, you're not going to want to wait around a whole lot. You're going to want to lock in your rate, especially here. They're talking about hiking up the rates again. We've got the debt ceiling stuff going on. So there's a lot of variables over this summer that can really change your buying power. Banks are stiffening up. They're not wanting to loan as much money, but there's still a lot of great loans out there. So you need to get with the right lender so that you can figure out what loan works best for you and get all of that squared away before you start looking at homes. So if you're a buyer, the market's heating up, you're gonna wanna act quick. If I send you a property and it takes you 4 or 5 days to open your email and another 4 or 5 days to go look at it, well, I mean, that property could very well go into contract. So we want to be ready. We want to be diligent. There needs to be a sense of urgency, not pressure to just make a decision that's not good for you. That's why we want to go through the pre-qualification first to figure out what is going to work for you, so that when you find that house, we can submit an offer and get it accepted and move into escrow. That is so important for buyers. The inventory is lower. There's lower inventory than there was a couple months ago. So you don't have a whole lot to choose from. Now, if you're a seller, a lot of you who have been thinking about selling your home, if you feel like, oh, I missed it, I should have listed back in April of last year, I got good news for you. we're still right at the same price range for that median list sale price that we were this time last year. So it's a great time, especially right now, to go ahead and get your home on the market if you're wanting to sell. You know, don't miss it again, because eventually, can't stay like this forever. But we are going to see, if this trend continues, we will see prices creep up. And so if prices go up and interest rates go up, that's going to eliminate some of the buyer pool. But if the inventory is continuously low, then we're still going to see the prices in that seller's market stay pretty consistent and maybe even creep up over the summer. So it's a great time to list your home. I think every market is good for somebody. So if you're buyers, you got to be keen, you got to be fast, you got to be quick. If you're a seller, you got to be ready. You have to have your home priced accurately. Don't just go with the agent that tells you the highest number. Ask them where they're getting that number. Ask them to show you the comps. Are those comps comparable? Are they close to your house? Do they resemble your house? Square footage, yard, lot, pool, upgrades, all of those things matter. Listen, I'm not in the business of listing homes. I'm in the business of selling homes. So if you want to get an evaluation, I would love to come show you, let me see your house and show you exactly our marketing plan, show you what the locals group can do for you and how to market your property so it goes off the market for the highest price possible, without doing a bunch of price reductions and chasing the market in that direction. If you want honest integrity and commitment, then I am your guy. If you're thinking about listing your house, I'd love to talk to you. Give me a call. My number's on the screen. I'd love to have a sit down with you and show you what I think your house is worth, how long it'll take to get it off the market, anything that you need to do to get it ready to list. Just love to have a conversation with you. Go ahead, give me a call. If you're looking for a home evaluation, check out my website, JasonDreamsRealty.com. It's got a lot of great information, calculators, you name it, it's there. So in the meantime, don't quit your daydream.